The HIPAA breach notification rule requires covered entities to report breaches of unsecured PHI and ePHI. Of course, the requirement also applies to any business associates. If there are no breach exceptions or demonstration of low compromise probability, covered entities need to notify patients, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, also known as the HHS, the Secretary, and the media, depending on the circumstances. This is especially true if the breach involves the impermissible use or disclosure of PHI. Business associates must notify covered entities if a breach occurs at or by the business associate. Hi everyone, I'm Elia from Tactics, and today I'm going to go over the breach notification rule requirements. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Also, hit that alert bell icon so that when we post new helpful content, you get notified. A covered entity needs to notify everyone affected by the breach of unsecured PHI. If you suspect someone might have their PHI compromised but can't confirm in the breach, you need to notify them too. A covered entity needs to send a breach notification letter within 60 days of discovering the breach. The only exception is if you request delay notifications from law enforcement. In such cases, notifications should go out as soon as the request expires. You need to send a notification to the HHS through the Office of Civil Rights breach reporting tool. Depending on the number of people impacted by the breach, what you need to do may differ. When the breach impacts more than 500 people, the maximum time you have to issue a notification to the HHS is 60 days from the date of the discovery. If the breach impacts fewer than 500 people, you need to submit a notification to the HHS within 60 days of the end of the calendar year. This calendar year must be the same year as the discovery. The last part of the breach notification rule requirements has to do with notifying local media outlets. Failure to issue a media notice is a HIPAA violation. If you have a breach affecting 500 or more individuals, you need to report the incidents to prominent media outlets in the states and jurisdictions where the victims live. In other words, if your victims live in all 50 states, you need to notify media outlets everywhere. Just like with a notice to the HHS and breach victims, you need to notify media outlets within 60 days of the discovery of the breach. If you'd like to learn more about staying up to date with HIPAA laws, reach out to Tactics. And you've already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.